Hi guys, get ready with me. We're gonna get ready with me. It is my 28th birthday today, which I think basically means I am out of my early 20s. That period is over and I am now in my late 20s. So I thought it would be fun. Oh boy, here comes my giant cat. This is Ollie. He's a very big boy. I thought it would be kind of fun to chat a little bit about some of the things I've learned in my early 20s, some of the things that I wish I knew going into my 20s, early 20s that no one ever told me. And I thought I would just make a little video about that with you guys while I get ready. One of the biggest things that I wish, oh my God, Ollie Polly, oh, he's so large. He's only one. Yeah, he's a large boy. Large orange boy. Okay, Polly, you gotta go down, Ollie Polly. Okay, we're not gonna, there we go. So, one of the biggest things I've learned is that things just aren't going to work out the way you thought it was going to work out. Plain and simple. It's not. Life has a really fucked up way of working. And they're fighting. And that's just what it is. That's literally just the truth. I think like when I was 20, 21, I had this vision for myself that, and I think majority of us do, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm speaking for myself. I think majority of us have this vision that by 26 or 27, we're gonna be married, we're gonna have kids, or we'll be engaged, we'll be living this like picket fence lifestyle. Well, I can tell you, as someone who is 27 and divorced, that it just doesn't happen. That is something that you are just gonna have to take with a grain of salt. Something else that I do know, and I would love to let everybody know, is to invest your money. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. I'm pretty sure that every single month I have $150 that just gets taken from my account and goes to my Roth IRA. It's so important. It's so important. So I grew up not having any kind of knowledge regarding money, finances. Like, no one taught me anything. They didn't teach you that in school. My family didn't teach me. I genuinely had no idea. Like, I did not know that I had to even invest money. I didn't know what a retirement was. I just thought, oh, okay, I get a retirement when I work a full-time job, which I did with my nursing job. However, now that I work independently, I don't have a large corporation pouring money into, not much money, but pouring money for me into an account. I have to make my own account. So 10 out of 10 recommend doing that, even if it's $20. Like, it doesn't have to be anything big. This is also a little tip if you are a independent business owner. For tax purposes, opening a SEP IRA is so helpful. Don't quote me on the exact percentage, but you can put a very large percentage of your income into the SEP IRA and it's not taxable. So even if you don't make a crazy amount of money, you can still hide some of your income in a SEP IRA. You just won't be able to pull it out without a penalty. That goes for all IRAs. There's I believe a 10% penalty if you take money out of that before you turn 65 or whatever it is, whatever age you set the parameters to. So also, high yield savings accounts. Please open them. Open them even if you've got $7. Put that $7, I don't know, there's probably minimum amounts, but I'm just speaking out of terms here. Don't let your money sit in a regular bank account. It's not working for you. It's not doing anything for you. There's so many different options. I use Goldman Sachs for my my high yield savings accounts, and like you put $3,000 in, and then within a year or two you've got however much, you know, the percentage that you open up the high yield savings accounts for, either it's a 4.5 or a 6.5 percentage, like you've made money by doing nothing. So I think a lot of people wonder, they're like, oh my God, Sarah's rich, Sarah blah blah blah. Sarah. I'm not, but I make my money work for me. I put my money in places, in stocks, and I'm not a big stock girl, but I do have like Bitcoin stocks and I have Microsoft stocks, and I make my money work for me. Another piece of advice I have learned: quality over quantity for friendships. Back in my early 20s in college, I always felt like I needed to be popular because I was so disliked in high school and middle school. I was so bullied. So I truly believed that having more friends just meant you were more liked and you were more popular and you were just all around better. That's fucking bullshit. That's bullshit. If you see people posting with 38,000 friends, I'm gonna tell you right now, half, if not more, of those people are enemies. Enemies disguise themselves as friends, and it takes a while, took me years, to narrow my circle down, because it's very difficult to distinguish who is a friend and who is an enemy because they look the same. I have probably lost, I want to say, since I've been 21, 3 people. Yeah, wait. Yeah. Ironically, all photographers, even though I have many photographer friends, but these ones in particular. 3 friends that were my enemies, that were not friends. No, 4. There were 4. 1 not a photographer. Those people hid in plain sight. And I genuinely thought they were my people. But holy shit, they were not. I have a very small circle now of roughly 10 people in my life. 10 people would go to war for me. They would stand in front of a train for me. There are people that have been in my life for 5-10 years. And they have gone through with me through some of the most difficult periods of my life, and they have remained. So when I tell you, you do not need a ton of, you don't want a ton of friends. You don't want a ton of friends, because I will tell you something. There are snakes. And I've dated people in the past, been with people in the past who have many friends, many friends, and they come right to me and tell me exactly what they're doing. Now tell me how that's a friend. It's not. It's somebody who wants to play both sides and be on whoever the winning team is. Another big thing to go along with that, the biggest lesson I've taken from this year and this period of my life, my early 20s, is this saying: show me your friends and that will show me who you are. So if you surround yourself with people who are just horrible humans that literally have no care for anybody else, then that's exactly who you are. You can act nice, you can act happy, you can put on this fantastic show and look like you're the best human being ever. But as soon as you see your friends, we know who you are. I think I have learned, and this is gonna be to my lover girls, lover guys, lover everybody out there, take your time with falling in love. Like, we just get really excited when we find someone we really love, and everything can be going really well for many different years. But if there are periods of time where there are red flags, and there are periods of time where you start questioning if you deserve better, take your time. Take your time. The right person isn't going to get up and leave. They're not. That's also another thing I have learned, another huge lesson I have learned. If it is the right person, they won't leave. Nothing you do will scare them. Nothing you say will scare them. They will do whatever it takes to work things out with you because they genuinely love you and they care about you. And they don't run away from conflict. They sit with you and they figure it out with you. So if you have someone in your life and they want to leave, hold the door. Hold the door open for them and tell them to go. Because I promise you, it will hurt in the beginning. It might hurt for a while, but it's the best decision that you'll ever make in your life. Because those people are temporary. They were placeholders. Everybody comes into our life for a reason. And sometimes they are a chapter, a few chapters, or they are the whole book. And it's up to us to figure that out. And sometimes that can take a really long time. Like I said, because people are fake and it's very hard to figure out who is actually a genuine human. But go through a couple hard times, go through a couple hard periods in your life, and you'll soon figure out who those people are. Many of you guys know about me is that I am sober. I have been sober now for almost 5 years. I celebrate 5 years very soon. And I gotta tell you, being sober is the best fucking thing I've done for myself. I have not only the health benefits of it, I mean, that goes without saying, but I have saved thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars just because I don't go out and I don't drink anymore. I was spending, Lord even knows how much money every weekend going out drinking. Not even every weekend, but every couple weekends or every now and then. Like, and this was 5 years ago when alcohol was a little bit cheaper, before COVID. Now it's just astronomical. It's cool to not drink. Going through my divorce, there were so many periods of times, so many times that I wanted to drink because I simply just did not want to face the reality that I was living in. And I'm so fucking glad that I stayed sober, because every single emotion that I was feeling, instead of numbing it out and ignoring it, I faced it head on. I don't think I'm better than people who drink, but I know that I'm a better person for myself because I don't drink. Another thing I have learned, and I hope this can be something that I continue to carry, oh my gosh, sorry, I have so much hair on my face. Something I can continue to carry with me for the rest of my life. I have never been bullied by another beautiful woman. Never. The women that harass me, bully me online, make videos about me, make fake Reddit pages about me, whatever, are rotten people. Rotten from the inside out. So I think I've added some good pieces in here. Obviously, there is so much more. I think one of the last pieces that I have found to be so important because I've experienced a lot of it in my early 20s. Find a way to embrace your grief. As we age, that comes with more death. That's just inevitable. That's life. And you're going to be faced with more experiences that surround death. And if you aren't able to somehow compartmentalize and embrace the experiences you've had now, that's only going to carry itself through into your 30s, your 40s, and your 50s. I think it's really important to feel every emotion that you have, to not suppress anything. If you feel like you need to go and, I don't know, go to like a smash room and smash some plates because you're so angry, then go do that. If you feel like you want to just order a piece of pizza and cry in your bedroom for a night, then you need to do that. Because bottling it up isn't going to serve anybody, and it's certainly not going to serve yourself. So I hope that some of these were some good tips, good life lessons, pieces of advice. Obviously, I'm still learning. Oh my. Still learning, and I will be learning for the rest of my life because it's so important to continue learning and to accept when you're wrong. There have been many times where I'm in the wrong, and learning to admit that is really powerful. There's a lot of freedom in being able to sit down and look at yourself in the mirror and say, yeah, I fucked up. I have to take ownership of that, and I take responsibility for those actions. There's a lot of freedom in that. I genuinely hope that as I enter my last few years of being in my 20s, that I continue to learn more. I continue to face challenges head on and just continue to embrace every challenge and every triumph that life throws at me, because life is truly so valuable. It really is. It is so fragile, and every day really truly is a blessing. So all right guys, thanks for chatting. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Thank you for giving Emily and I this platform, and thank you for loving me when I choose to come on the platform independently and by myself, separate of Emily. Thank you for that, and thank you for still loving me through all of this year's challenges. So I love you guys. Thank you.